Hey guys, today we're going to talk about owning your day, the success formula. My name's Adam, the Roof Strategist, and I'm going to show you in this video the formula that I created to really own your day, take control of your schedule, and make the most sales that you humanly possibly can. Possibly humanly can. Either way, you get the point. So listen, when I started selling, I started to do well, and I didn't quite understand anything about time management at that point, because what do they tell you to do? Hustle. You listen to all the big names, which I won't mention, and they all tell you to do what to make more money? To hustle harder, to work harder. That's BS, all right? The way to make more sales is to own your day and to create a structure that works so you can make the most out of your time. I want to tell you a quick story which will make all of this make sense. I took a job once. It was a big hailstorm that came. I went and scouted it. It's an hour and a half from home and would have been monster projects. I only landed one. I went out and scouted for one day. I sold a job I wish I never did. The commission was great. It was almost a $5,000 commission. The problem is I had one job that was an hour and a half away. I went there to sign the contingency, 3 hours round trip. Then I had to go back to meet the adjuster, 3 hours round trip, right? Hour and a half there, hour and a half back. Then I had to go there for the build day, 3 hours round trip. Then I got woken up on a Saturday when the crew was there leftovers without a box of nails. I had to drive an hour and a half to go deliver that box of nails, another 3 hours. Then I had to go collect final payment. Do a walkthrough, then collect final payment. That's 18 hours dedicated to one job, not including paperwork. That is behind the wheel driving. That is a half of a week for $5,000. Not a lot of money when you think about if I had worked my job strategically around what I had sold. So when you don't hustle harder, but you hustle smarter, you make more money. When you focus building your jobs in one neighborhood and saying, hey, I got this job, I'm gonna bust my ass to get as many yard signs as I can in this neighborhood, you make money. We had a salesman, Lonnie, shout out to you if you ever find this video. Lonnie was one of our best salesmen. Lonnie went out with an area that him and I found together when we were both salesmen. He knocked these doors in a 4-block perimeter in a kind of edge of the storm area. He staked, Lonnie, you'll have to correct me if you see this. I don't remember if it was 40 or 60 yard signs of jobs sold in 6 weeks. Lonnie drove 10 minutes from his house to work the same area. And when he'd get to 9, he'd knock again and knock again. And every day he'd show up. Do the math. I don't know what your commission structure is at your job. For Lonnie, it was about $2,000 average commission on these sales. 6 times 2, it's $120,000 before the season started because he was working smart. So let's go over some tips. Number 1, own your schedule, all right? Own it. What I mean by that, you have to work smart, all right? Work smart and associate high value activities with a high earning potential times of the day. If I said to you, your life depends on it, I want you, oh, we're getting rained on. We're gonna move the camera into the awning and I'm gonna stay in the rain so we can get this thing done for you guys. All right, do we have hail coming? We might. If we start getting hailed on, this will be golden. We're gonna film through some hail, guys. Fingers crossed. All right, this could not have worked out any better. When you're out, if I said, hey, gun to the head, go make sales, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go knock doors. And I want you to think about this. When are you gonna go knock those doors? You're gonna knock them in the evenings between 3 and 7 p.m. when kids get off of school and parents are getting home from work, 3 to 7 p.m. and then on the weekends. So when you own your schedule and you say, hey, I can make money during these times, that's when I wanna be out knocking doors. That's when you gotta do it. So high value activities during high income times of the day. When it's raining like this and I can't be out or it's not smart to be out knocking doors or handling production, what do? Rain days are dedicated to paperwork. Junky weather. This isn't even working because it's wet now. Rain days, switching it up. We gotta dry us a spot. Rain days. Whoops. This is great. We're getting like the whole authentic experience. Rain days equals paperwork. I can't even draw. We're gonna just talk now. Rain days are paperwork days, all right? If you can't be out, you say, hey, I need to make money. What do I need to do that doesn't quite equal making money, but I need to do it? That's rain days. Now, if I said to you, hey, Mike, you need to make those follow-ups and call all those leads you didn't convert. Get them done today, right? The classic gun to the head approach. That's the way of saying, how do I start thinking smarter if my life depends on it? Think of all the decisions you make that way. If I say, Mike, Go make those follow-ups. When do you do them? Well, shoot, I need to do them on the weekends. I'm gonna try in the morning, or I'm gonna try in the evening. Figure out what market you're serving and schedule and do them in batches. All my follow-ups, I would sit down, I'd write them out in the morning, and I would sit down and I'd get them done when I couldn't be out selling. I'd maybe leave a voicemail, or I'd send my emails in the morning and then my calls in the evening. So I get, hey, John, I shot you an email this morning, just wanted to follow up, see if you had a chance to talk with your wife about the roof. I know you and I talked about potential flashing of the chimney issue. Where are you at with this, okay? So plan accordingly, all right? Now, the last thing I wanna do, and by the way, if you do like this process, I do have this as a limited time bonus right now in the Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack, which is all my turnkey marketing material. There's a whole thing on building your schedule. But what I would do in the mornings is before I started my day, I actually did this the night before most of the time, where I would physically print out, I don't care about tech things. If you like that, use it. I would physically print out my planner that could stay in my truck because I could write notes on the fly and when I'm with homeowners, and I would plan my day. What supplements do I need to submit? And I'd write them out so nothing fell through the cracks. What who do I need to follow up to get paid from? What leads do I need to follow up on? What job sites do I need to stop in for production? So I know also to canvas those areas for referrals, and who can I email and reach out to for referrals. So when I tasked all of that out, I would absolutely dominate and own my day, because if you think about all the time, 24 hours on the clock, there are certain times of the day that are more profitable than others. If you woke up at 2 in the morning and you wanted to work, could you make sales? No. Could you send some follow-up emails? Probably not advisable, because you don't want your homeowners to be emailed at 2 in the morning. But what could you do? You could complete your supplements, your estimates, your paperwork, okay? The other thing that I did is I took my file box and I cycled them from open lead, closed deal, in production, supplement, collect final payment. And I would physically move my files through the box so I knew exactly where everyone is. Stupid, simple system. So, the takeaway for this video is to work smarter, not harder. If someone tells you to hustle harder, take it with a grain of salt. There's something very valuable about hustling harder and working and committing yourself. It's easy to get complacent in this job. You get your teeth kicked in, you have this freedom, you can sit in your truck a little longer. So yes, it does take some hustle. I agree with that. But what it doesn't take is just working harder for the sake of working harder. When you own your schedule, you will make more money, okay? What I realized in my sales is that when I reached my sales potential and I was wicked busy, my income was here. Well, what was the limiting factor? Was it my ability to make sales, or was it my time? It was my time. So if I could free up an extra 5 or 10 hours a week, I could make more money. And as you start making more sales, time will become your most valuable asset. Covet the time, make more money, own your day. This, my friends, is the success formula. So do me a favor. I want you to drop a comment below. Tell me what works for you. Maybe you have your own system, but I'd love to hear it, and it might influence another video. So thanks again for tuning in. 2 quick things before we wrap up. 1, if you haven't yet downloaded it, check out my ebook, The 3 Tricks to the Kitchen Table, okay? It'll be delivered to you instantly. You can take a look at it, just a few pages, but it's 3 very, very powerful techniques to help you get past the front door into the kitchen table. The other thing, if you are ready, you're welcome to purchase my Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack. It's an entire suite, including scheduling, direct mail letters, door hangers, some goal projection planners. It's a whole bunch of really, really valuable information that I've developed over the years. The minute you purchase it, it will get sent to your inbox. You can download it, open it up, plug in your information, hit print, and you're using it like tomorrow, tonight, this morning, whenever you want to get going, it's there for you. So click like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing new videos every single Tuesday, and maybe going to spruce up some lives and some other stuff in between. So thanks for being a loyal fan of the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one.